interwebs can be marvelous. And I say the interwebs because I'm really 900 years old. Anyway, there are so many things that we can find in dark, and finding all those Monty Python videos that you love, and especially when your box set got burned in a fire. Yay! I can watch Monty Python again. Yay! But it can also be a source of terrible things. I split. Okay, so I'm floating through Twitter, as I do, and a guy is talking about his 3-year-old having a seizure. Literally that day. Here are some of the comments. Have you tried CBD? Yeah, within the last 24 hours for a medical condition that just developed? Well, or has been there but just got diagnosed? Have you tried this medication? Have you tried weed? I don't know about you, but I'm not typically in the habit of giving toddlers marijuana. I mean, they're wackadoodle enough on their own, but I know where you're coming from. And there are various forms of medical marijuana, including Charlotte's Web, CBD, CBD oils, CBD gummies, CBD butters. Yes, you can actually mix the non-THC marijuana, or even that, with butter, so that you can just kind of spread it on your bread, which doesn't really appeal to me, but you do you, boo-boo. And so on and so forth. This is a little bit alarming because there are already people who aren't medical professionals, by the way, but understandably wanting to help this parent. Have you tried keto? Have you tried these crystals? Okay, so I am going, not because I'm a dietetic student, because I do not have any form of licensure at the moment. I do not have, but keto will not work for everyone. No diet, no medicine, no rock crystal will work for every single person if that's your kind of thing, because we are all individuals and we all have different brains and different ways of functioning, etc., etc., world without end on it. Okay, next up, kid visiting Darth Vader. Kid has autism and stims and gets really uncomfortable, so he kind of moves around a lot. And someone with the wonderful name Ego Insufferable says, such children shouldn't be taken to doctors, not to parks. Parents want to give everything at once, but not everyone in society is ready to accept this. Dear Ego Insufferable, you are about as useful as a marzipan dildo. And society can eat a big one. Now, on the funny side of that, because there are actually, some people don't get it and say things like, Daniel Law, 1998, on Twitter says, disabled parking should only be valid between business hours 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I cannot see any reason why people with genuine disabilities would be out beyond these times. Jennifer Lee Rossman, who I love, says, we're disabled, Daniel, not werewolves. I mean, you might not be, but I sure am. And there's a full moon coming, and I'm feeling a little wolfy. Sorry. Anyway, so Daniel is, I think he's what you refer to as bless your heart, whereas Ego Insufferable is a marzipan dildo. And I think I can forgive Daniel kind of, because maybe he's confused or just really hasn't hung out with a lot of people with disabilities. I'm trying to give the dude the benefit of the doubt, even though you really don't want to give that to jerks. So, anyway, So whether or not you're a werewolf, pay attention. So not every single treatment, not every single med, not every single diet will work for two people the exact same way. I will be different than you. You will be different from me. That's okay. And that is why more and more research needs to be done to help people, but nothing will ever be a one-size-fits-all. Oh. Anyway, so to people like Ego Insufferable, you are loved deeply, but you're loved in a bless your heart, you're as useful as a marzipan dildo kind of way. Also, you're a jackass. As for society, well, society has many ills, and whether or not it's willing to accept people with disabilities doesn't really mean a lot in the grand scheme of things. There's a lot of things that society accepts that are really, really terrible. There's a lot of things that society has you accept that are would have you accept that are absolutely dreadful. So, bite the big one. Anyway, and when it comes to people like Daniel, bless your heart, you've brought a wonderful, wonderful laugh to me on a really bad day. I'll go and read that tweet and I'll smile. So, anyway, sorry. In preparation for the full moon, anyway, you are so loved, and take really good care of yourselves, and it ain't one size fits all, but watch yourselves, and try not to become try not to play a doctor on the interwebs. Save that for, there will be medical testing up, right, left, and center, because a diagnosis of epilepsy is like that. But also, take your kid to the park and enjoy yourselves. Take good care. Bye-bye.